Coaches, teammates, and parents certainly have a big hand in making each individual's high school student-athlete experience a memorable one. But in this week's CCX Sports Spotlight, Chaz Mootz turns the focus to a figure at Wayzata High School who's been a driving force in making sure things run smooth at Trojan's athletic events.
At a Wayzata High School girls lacrosse game, the familiar face of Dan Zrust,
I don't know who's even,
or better known as Z, make sure that all is in order before the game begins, stays in order throughout the contest, and afterwards, quietly behind the scenes, is the last one shutting things down.
As they say, I still have a key to the lock, so I can open the stadiums up. I can lock everything up at the end. It's just a fun activity. It keeps you busy.
Dan is a site manager at Wayzata High School. Trojan Activities Director Megan Potter
just invaluable for everything that he does for us.
Knows that people like Dan don't grow on trees.
Unique in the sense that he truly wants to put 100% into everything he does here to make Wayzata a better place.
For 34 years, Dan taught and was the swim coach at Wayzata. When he retired in 2008, he wanted to stay busy and stay involved in high school athletics.
If I'm not doing soccer or football in the fall, I'm refereeing a girls' swim meet somewhere. People ask, well, what's in the swim meet official? If you watched the Olympics, in the background you heard that person say, "Take your mark, beep." That's what I do.
When Dan's not in the pool or behind the wheel at a Wayzata athletic event, you can find him behind a different wheel. One that's got a little more horsepower than his cart at Wayzata.
Super comp, super street, and super gas. Where those cars go,
Dan is a professional drag racer traveling around the country to compete in national events, including the Lucas Oil NHRA Nationals at Brainerd International Raceway.
Doing the coaching, I had a little money on the side, and we started out with a 1968 Camaro, and we just bracket raced at a local track. If you broke it, you'd hoping you could get a tow home.
Dan makes sure all is in order before the race begins.
So the whole valve train is under here, all the rocker arm assemblies and everything.
Then hopes everything stays in order throughout the 9-second race. And afterwards, he again is the last one shutting things down.
Back in the day, I remember, I'd leave school at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'd drive all the way to Topeka, Kansas. I'd get there at 2 o'clock in the morning, race that weekend, depend upon when you're eliminated, drive all the way back and try to be back in school on Monday.
The challenge provided in every race has kept Dan coming back for 50 years. That and the people he's met.
Part of this thing is the racing. Part of it is all the friendships that you make across the country, too.
It shouldn't be a surprise, then, on what Dan's response was to what he enjoyed most about being a swim coach.
Oh, the kids. The swimmers and divers are a great group of students.
He always goes out of his way to make sure that people feel okay and that they are welcomed and that they're a part of everything or part of something.
As for when the brakes will bring Dan's hobbies to a full halt, the last turn is in sight.
At some point, probably not in the far future, I'm gonna probably have to hang it up. But I got buddies in their late 70s that are still racing that are older than me. I got a buddy that's 82, he doesn't look 82. Like I said, I think the best thing a person can do, no matter how old they are, is still stay busy.
Busy behind both wheels. In Plymouth, Chaz Mootz, CCX Sports.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.